Happy holidays, everybody. MGO40 here. It's been a long while since I haven't frozen my butt off to go get food. So I finally get to do a nice little discussion video. So come on, show me some love. Come over here and sit down with the Blue Shirt Squad. Truly some of the greatest minds in the community work over here. Alright, 2017. What the fuck happened? What were the ups, what were the downs? Mainly the downs. 2017, the year of the fucking Tier 0. Fuck yeah. Zoo and Spirals. That's right. I said it. We got 2 Tier 0 decks in 1 year. How is Yu-Gi-Oh still alive? I don't get it. You know, we always make a joke like, oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh's dying. No, the game is doing perfectly fine. Though I will say this though, it's the first time that we've had 2 Tier 0 decks like interacting in like the same window. But Rabbi, listen here, you little nerd shit. I will have you know that Zodiacs were not Tier 0. Decks could compete with them, and I will have you know that Spirals were not Tier 0. So what are these Tier 0 decks talking about? You're fucking crazy if you didn't think that Zoo was Tier 0. We'll say this though, Zoo was the most diverse deck that I've actually ever seen in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But Rabbi, fucking, what do you mean? That's impossible. Zoo is just fucking little furry creatures overlaying on top of each other, like supporting fucking herbivalism or whatever, the cannibalism. This is what my comment section sounds like. So, Zoo is actually the most, I want to say the most innovative deck that we've ever had throughout the game. So, the set dropped, what was it, Raging Tempest? I don't even fucking remember, it's been so long. What was it, deck came out in February? Deck kind of started getting really fucking good as an engine, and then of course they dropped the next set on us. They gave us our boy Kong Man, we're going to call him Dongers, and we got Leica, and Leica was just insane. And then of course, you know, with everyone realizing that Norden was just the most amazing way to do it. So you get the deck at Master Rule 3, and then like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. You know, you start learning the combos. You're like, god damn, this deck's really broken. And then you have Norden. And then they kill Norden. And then you adapt the deck. You play it through Master Rule 3. Like, oh cool, this deck's still the best fucking deck. Master Rule 4 comes out. The deck has to adapt again. That's a lot of particular evolutions. And it's really interesting because the TCG got a lot more essential playtime with the deck than the OCG did. And the OCG, their nut and butter was literally cooked because they got their Dryden banned pretty much right off the bat. And the TCG didn't do that. The TCG got to enjoy a nice, subtle bullshit format where we got to deal with Dryden, like just the ability to walk around Master Rule 4. You're like, haha, you thought Master Rule 4 was going to stop us? One sec, I can just go Donger Man and, you know, bring back my Dryden, attach my material on it. You know, there's a lot of crazy cool shit that you could do. And it was only possible because Zoo was just so diversively solved. And for just having a Tier 0 deck literally live through, oh man, 2 ban lists and a rule change, Zoo is going to go down as one of the coolest decks in my opinion. Just because of the level of innovations that we had going through the game at that time. Hey Norden, thanks bro. I always remember Norden died for our sins. Our sins were a can of Robin and 1,000 life. So stupid, I hate combo enablers so goddamn much. I mean, I love combo decks. I mean, you can argue that Zoo wasn't a combo deck, but you know, typically when two cards come together and you start overlaying and doing, you know, fun fancy stuff like that, it literally is a combo deck. So it's not a combo deck to what it was, just 1 card engines. But the deck had a lot of cool things. I saw the Zoo engine do a lot of shit in its time. You know, like, you guys give Brilliant Fusion a lot of shit because of the Predaplan engine, but just being able to normal summon Whiptail, climb up the line, get a Dryden and a Kong Man and a bunch of other shit on top of it, like, that was actually pretty insane for what you should have not been able to do with the engine. So, interesting fun facts there. God, it's like we just didn't live Zoo format or anything. So, 2017. That's the shitty fucking first part about 2017. It was ran by fucking furry people. And then round 2 of the format, we had to deal with fucking the spies. Now, one of my favorite video games saying is "Blue Spy in the base." And I really wish that we would have had a concept with spirals that would have allowed us to put a spy into our opponent's deck and got some sort of benefit off of it. It would have been a really cool thing, but instead, you know, they did the whole, you know, spies fighting to save the day, blah, 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 and then Sleeper came out. You guys remember all of, like, 2016, 2017? Like, I remember when Utopic Kaiser was, like, the prize card. They're like, oh my god, you can play it with spirals, you know, triple quick fix. And, you know, that was, like, a fun time in Master Rule 3, where you were like, oh man, I can make Utopic Kaiser, you know, it'll all be fucking fine and dandy, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, well, fuck me, Larry, like, we're losing this. And then Utopic Kaiser became shit, and the quick fix eventually got limited. God, it's amazing just how far we've come in 1 year to fucking our game in the asshole. Like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! To death, I really do, but, like, that's a lot. Oh, we've arrived at our destination. What do I want? What sounds good today?
Thank you for choosing Wendy's. What can I get for you?
Can I get a number 4, please? Medium size with Coke no ice. Add onion on that. And chili cheese fries instead of the regular fries. And that'll be it. Sounds amazing, actually. Really good.
That'll be 10. That'll be 1026. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't you love the Baconator? It's so good. Help! There's a blue spy in the base. Whatever will I do? The year of the agent and the year of the doggo. I don't even know if it was the year of the dog. It just sounded appropriate to say. I fucking love Zoo Draco though. Like, man, you were just talking about spirals, Robbie. And I'm talking about Zoo Draco. Zoo Draco was like, after your opponent just fucking kick punted you in the nuts, literally, like, just you get two gems. I mean, 2 jewels, and both of your jewels are now exerted. So now the only thing you have left is literally the shaft. So your shaft in this point was the Draco engine. It's like the best way I can describe Zoo Draco though was the fact that it's like, oh hey, by the way, you know, don't mind me. I'm just gonna you stopped my Zoo engine twice. Well, now I'm gonna go up the Draco line. I know a lot of people would argue with me that that was a terrible life decision and that you valued the Zoo engine a little bit more, but the Zoo engine did what it needed to do. It would bait out things, Trident for Trident trades, you know. Once you deploy Masterpiece, usually in a pretty good position until you get Kaiju'd, but you know, that was 50% of the meta field. So there was that. But back to the spies in the base. Spies going into 2018, we all know that deck is going to just die in some fire somewhere in a ditch. As I've said, the field spell to 1 will probably wrap up that deck. Schmaster plan. You should have just outright been banned and we just wouldn't have had an issue. But, you know, hey, we can't do that. So always remember, guys, moral of the story, 2017 was a really shitty year for Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, the OCG lost like 50% of its sales. I don't have a statistical number to prove that up. That number was made up on the spot. So don't quote me on that. But the OCG was hurt a lot by implementing Master Rule 4. And I've heard the argument that a lot of people were saying that it was the first time that Konami had made a rule that initially had hurt decks. And I agree. It really sucks that Master Rule 4 hurt a lot of the playability that a lot of people had intended to use Master Rule 4 for. You know, things like Quasar, you know, like the fun casual decks that people enjoyed playing. It hurt, but you can't expect there to be progress without destroying something. And I'm sure, you know, much like a phoenix rising from the ashes, blah, 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 Yu-Gi-Oh! Will be fine. You know, just give it time. Nothing. You don't go through 2 tomfooleries, like just 2 straight ass fuckings, and expect things to recover right away. Because the game has to adjust to a new standard, a new era. And then to top things off, you know, we have to adjust to the devastation that a lot of people felt when Pendulums came out. A lot of people didn't like Pendulums. A lot more than not, actually. I honestly, I heard a lot more hate for Pendulums at the beginning than I did for Lynx. And I heard a lot for Lynx. And that's a very bold statement to say. You know, a lot of those people that had quit during Link format at the beginning of it, they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna sell everything. A lot of those people have come back into the game. It's very interesting to see that, though. Like, just like, oh my god, I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because this is bullshit. And then a couple months later, they're like, this isn't too terrible. It's kind of funny just like how many people just can't stand change and they just want to drop ship. You know, it was the year of the Tier 0 format player, though. It was not. This was the year of the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player, like low-key. Like the fact that Tier 0 existed, which allowed fucking the most competitive of competitive players to play. I know a lot of people, I know you guys all hate Tier 0. I know this. I only advocate Tier 0 because it's healthy for a game to genuinely show something so broken that they might have missed, showing that the game still has promise and not even all the creators can catch. That's fine. But you have to clean these things up in ample time. I mean, having a Tier 0 format for fucking 3 weeks, it's not fucking terrible. You can get your goddamn panties out of your asshole and fucking deal with it. You know, I don't particularly mind something like that, but when it goes for 8 to 12 months, then there's an issue. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But the short window that we had with, like, super broken spirals was what? 5 weeks? 4 weeks? Something like that? Just like quick fix effect, machine dupe, you know. They did pretty well cleaning up the first iteration of the deck to make the format more diverse and playable. So I'll give Konami some credit there. So 2017 is going to go down in the year of as the year of the Tier 0, in my opinion. Very, very weird ass time in the game's history, honestly, though. Just, I don't think I've ever seen 2 Tier 0 decks in the same format. I could be wrong. Someone in my comment section will rip me a new asshole and be like, well, you listen here, you little shit. You fucked up finally. Fucking, you got me when you said the zoo people were carnivores eating each other and turning them into spirits. Then their next spirit could live on. You got me there, but it's cool. So, God, I love these fun little discussion videos. They definitely warm my heart and make things a lot more interesting. So what do you guys think about 2017? The year in review! Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and sexy Jelly Daddy-O will be back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh!